comment. Have you ever heard of and tried ice cream bean fruit? Oh, God, no. Okay, have you ever tried ice cream bean? Try also ice cream bean. Don't know if you've had that one already. Ice cream bean fruit is delicious. I wish you could also try ice cream bean. Have you done ice cream bean? Have you ever tried ice cream bean fruit? I'm surprised you haven't had ice cream bean fruit before. Okay. Oh, wait. Hey. No parties. So, fine. I'm here, I'm in Bolivia, and I got one. And yeah, it took a lot of time like hunting around before I can find one of these. The problem is that I've been going to Asia like every year that I've been making this series. I've been all around Southeast Asia and I've been finding fruit there. This is not available there. So when people are asking me like why I haven't reviewed this, that's why, because you can't really get it where I've been going. I don't know where the hype about this thing is coming from and why so many people have mentioned this fruit to me. But, I've definitely heard about it before and my interest has been piqued. It is a bean that is supposed to taste like ice cream. In the past, when people say, like, oh, this fruit tastes like this, a lot of times you have to use your imagination a little bit for it to get there. I'm going to be as honest as I possibly can. So I'm gonna just like crack into this guy like this. Just so I can get, I don't have a knife, so we'll see how easy it is to crack into this thing without having one. And then let's try peeling this back. Yeah, it's pretty easy. What's interesting about it is, whoops, besides the fact that I just dropped some on the floor, it's fluffy looking. It looks like a cotton ball. Alright. Well, just take one. These come apart like pretty easily into like little chunks like that. I've never had a fruit that has this kind of weird fluffy texture to it. They're actually like fairly light too. It feels like you are putting a cotton ball in your mouth, but a delicious cotton ball. They're very, very sweet. You know, if 10 is a sugar cube, this is probably like a 7 or an 8. It does have a slight like vanilla kind of flavor, like a beanie kind of flavor to it. And the texture is creamy and is quite sweet. So it does have kind of a quality that is kind of like vanilla ice cream. But I think if I didn't have that suggestion, I probably wouldn't have said that. I think it actually tastes a lot like a creamy persimmon. It's like sweet the way a persimmon is. It's like got a similar texture even. Besides the fluffiness, like when you actually get into the fruit, it has like kind of like a firm gel kind of a tooth quality to it, the way that persimmons have. It's kind of like a weird combination. It's not quite any of those things. It's its own unique fruit, and it has, I think, a pretty good flavor. Like, this is something that I would pick up again, definitely. You know, I was really excited to buy this thing. So like when I bought it from the woman, she was like trying to sell me like a whole lot of it, and I was like, okay. So now I have like a whole bunch of these things, and I don't see that as a bad thing, because I'm like backpacking around Bolivia, and like these are like pretty firm and hard, so I can like actually like just throw these in my backpack, and when I want something to eat, like a snack or something, it's kind of like a perfect amount of food for like a snack, and you don't have to wash it because it's inside this pod. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of really convenient for that sort of purpose. And I guess this has a lot of different uses. Like people use this to make juice out of it. They make an alcohol out of it. They use the trees and the leaves and everything like that. I guess like the trees, like the wood is really useful. So it's a very important fruit here in South America, but if you're not in South America, it's very difficult to get your hands on it. Even if like this is the only fruit that I find while I'm here, I say that this trip was already a success. Hey guys, so flash forward a little bit. I'm in Colombia right now. I'm in Bogota. Probably saying that wrong. And they have a, what has to be some sort of relative to the ice cream bean. These are more flat, and you see they're not nearly as square, not nearly as ridgy. In Colombia they call this guama, and in Bolivia they call the one that I reviewed pacay. So they've got two completely different names in Spanish, but it could also be a regional thing. Maybe they would call this pacay in Bolivia too. I'm not too sure. Yeah, as you can see in there, those seeds look very familiar, don't they? Maybe a little bit smaller, flesh-wise, but the seed looks about the same size. The texture is a little different. It's similar, it's still kind of like hairy, but something about it, like the viscosity of those little hairs or something, are like a little bit different. The ones that I had in Bolivia, you kind of like suck on that seed, and the flavor just like slowly dissipates in your mouth. It's like a little juicier. These ones are a little dry and a little mealy. Still similar flavor, maybe a little weaker, and not as sweet as the ones in Bolivia. Inferior. I'm sorry, Colombia. Your fruit is amazing. Amazing. But the ice cream beans that I found in Bolivia were better. One plus side, though, is that the seeds, as you can see, are intact. And the ones that I got in Bolivia, they were very crumbly. You know, like, when you took one of these out, it was like just kind of like flaking apart. So it'd be difficult to propagate those ones, I think. Okay, so bam! I found another thing with the name guama. It's much bigger, it's very flat, it does have like a little bit like of a thin ridge to it. I mean, look at this thing. It looks like it's from like Jurassic Park. It's just like this it's like bigger than my head. It is a really, really big bean pod. And yeah, same name as the other one. So I'm guessing that this is another variety, maybe species of the ice cream bean. This is turning into a learning experience for me. I thought there was only like one thing to really look for, and I'm finding now 3. So there is the inside. I just lost a couple. They're still hanging on though. And yeah, very large, fuzzy seed. It's got a really big seed in it. Oh yeah. Give me a second to eat this thing. The flesh on this one sticks to the seed a little firmer than the last one. The seed looks similar, but as you can see, it's much more elongated. It's a little more like, a little more depth to it. So this one, dare I say it, does actually kind of taste like ice cream. I mean, not 100%, because, you know, it's like not cold, but it is really creamy, and it does have like a slight vanilla taste. So, ice cream bean does taste like ice cream if you get the right kind of ice cream bean. The first two didn't. I mean, like a little bit, if I use my imagination. It's really hard to eat these things, though. So a little bit, if you use your imagination, you'd be like, oh yeah, little ice cream note. Yeah, sure. This one, you don't have to use your imagination that much. I think I like the first one the best, just for like flavor, because it does have more sweetness to it. It's a little more satisfying. This is creamier, more like having ice cream. The second one was kind of like a dud. It was like falling in between the two, but it had a bad texture and not as nice as a flavor. I've been wanting to try this fruit for such a long time, and who would have thought? I found 3 different fruits, or 3 different looking fruits at least, that are some sort of ice cream bean. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this adventure of mine, finally tracking down the ice cream bean. I'm home. Oh, sweet baby. Did you miss your daddy? Aw. You didn't even like hardly move the whole time I was away, huh? Aw. Wait a minute. What is this? God. It's like thousands of... What did you do? Baby? Alright. I guess I'll book another trip. Okay, I only have 1 minute, so I have to make this fast. Guys, click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click that bell. I don't know what the bell does, but it probably gives an angel its wings, so click on it. That dislike button, don't click that one. Go to comments, leave a comment if you have something to say. Go to this description, because in the description there is a link to my Patreon page where you can help contribute to my channel and make it grow. There's also a link to my website where you see a backlog of videos, more information, and also you can buy a t-shirt at my website now. I want to give a special shout out to the channel Smarter Every Day, because Smarter Every Day is a mega contributor on Patreon. They're really helping me out. If you like what I'm doing with fruit, check out his channel because it basically covers everything involving science. It's really interesting. Also around there should be a couple of videos right here. These are the videos to my next week's episode, if it's up, and last week's episode, where you can check that out. I still have 3 seconds, guys, so thank you so much. Bye-bye.